Hello guys. But just when the drama was settling down, it took another messy turn because none other than Marjorie's alleged side piece, Mr. Big Boom himself, decided to speak out on the rumors about him and Marjorie. So Big Boom recently took to his Facebook to share a series of posts seemingly referencing the cheating scandal. One post he shared on September 3rd read, "I want lovers to realize that when you're in love and living a criminal lifestyle, you can't tell your loved one every single thing because at some point, you're probably going to break up, and women will tell everything when they are mad to get back at you. You may think the relationship is asleep, but once you break up, everything you've done in the relationship wakes up to the public. So be careful of the secrets you tell the person you love that can get you life in prison." So I don't know if he's talking about a personal experience or somebody close to him. We all know someone who sure knows a thing or two about leading a criminal lifestyle. In Marjorie's criminal past, in case you don't know, before Steve, Marjorie was married to two drug lords, Jim Townsend and Darnell Wood. And during her marriage to Jim, she reportedly almost got locked up herself. She even earned herself the nickname Lady Heroin. And according to one report by Your Tango, the FBI and DEA told Jim he had to cooperate with them. Otherwise, his wife would be arrested, as the agents believed they had substantial evidence of her own illegal activities. But unlike Jim, who was sentenced to life in prison and served 26 years before being pardoned, Marjorie managed to escape all charges. However, what she didn't manage to do was stay away from the criminal lifestyle. And after Jim was locked up, she married another drug dealer, Darnell Woods. So is Big Boom referencing Marjorie's past in his new post about lovers who lead a criminal lifestyle? Well, we don't know for sure, but I think it's interesting that Big Boom decided to post this just days after Steve and Marjorie denied the cheating rumors. But that's not all Big Boom posted. He also shared a post about beautiful women who are lonely and hide their pain behind money. I think beauty hides pain. I'm talking about beautiful homes, cars, people, and women. That's because we look at the outside, and we don't realize there's a lot of pain inside. That's just the part they pay the most attention to, because that's what we're paying attention to. But a lot of times, we lose ourselves trying to create a false pretense for others to see. There's a broken heart inside those big walls. There's a little troubled mind inside that nice, fancy car. There's a lonely woman behind that beautiful look. Take care of your pain, and you won't have to spend so much money trying to hide it. Well, once again, it definitely sounds like this could apply to Marjorie. Now, what makes this whole thing even more messed up is that Big Boom is reportedly responsible for bringing Steve and Marjorie together. Steve and Marjorie first met in 1990, but they went their separate ways. And it wasn't until 2005 that their paths crossed again. And as per several online sources, Big Boom helped set up the meeting and basically played Cupid for Steve and Marjorie. So if Marjorie really had an affair with this man, you can't deny that this is hilarious. Also, fans have no sympathy for Steve, either because they keep saying it's karma, because of how Steve cheated on both of his ex-wives, left his second wife Mary on the street, and took her son Winton from her. One fan said, "Why is everyone so surprised? I mean, Steve cheated on his wife. He left his wife for his mistresses. This, folks, is called karma. It don't miss nobody." And then another person went a step further and wrote, "The way Steve did his previous wives, he deserves everything he gets," and coached their son to turn his back on his own mother. Steve is wrong indeed, and I pray he suffers because that's the mother of his child. How much childish can he get? He brought it on himself. God eat him up. He will reap what he sowed. But let me hear how you feel about Big Boom's recent posts. Do you think he and Marjorie really did something behind Steve's back? And is this all Steve's karma? Leave your comments down below, and don't miss out on this next video. I work harder to take more time off in my life now. I want to be able to be very present. I don't know what it is about 2023, but everyone and their mama got divorced this year, and it's now Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner's turn. And trust, their divorce drama is getting messier by the day. Joe is out here really trying to shame Sophie for abandoning her kids to go to work. And then Joe is also getting exposed for being controlling and paying the tabloids to run a smear campaign against the mother of his own kids. I swear, y'all, this has gotten really ugly really fast. I have a hard time believing these sources. This is a PR roller coaster from hell. And we're just getting started. Y'all know how Joe always talked about how he wanted to protect his children from media exposure? Well, just days after he filed for a divorce, he staged what looked like a photo op with both of his young daughters to show everyone what a devoted dad he is. Honestly, I have no horse in this race. But this is really giving a smear campaign against Sophie, and Joe is really trying hard to paint her as a deadbeat mom. And once you take a look at Joe's dating history, it all starts to make sense. Let's just say this man was a walking red flag since day one. But in case you missed out on this drama, let me just give you a quick rundown so y'all know how messy this situation is. Okay, so the middle Jonas brother Joe started dating Game of Thrones star Sophie Turner in 2016, and they got engaged in 2017 and got married in 2019. They also have 2 daughters together. From the outside, these two really seemed like a good match, and people on social media would often use them as an example of relationship goals. But if you ask me, after Jason Momoa left Lisa Bonet, I'm still here, Jason, I'm just waiting. I stopped calling anyone relationship goals because seriously, is love in Hollywood even real at this point? Anyways, on September 3rd, TMZ broke the news that Joe Jonas had been consulting 2 LA-based divorce lawyers and was preparing to file for divorce from Sophie Turner after 4 years of marriage. Sources close to the situation told TMZ that the couple has had serious problems for the past 6 months. And apparently, the final straw for Joe was being left to care for his 2 children pretty much all the time while Sophie was in the UK filming. While she was working, and you got mad at that? Okay. Now, when I read this, the alarms immediately went off because Sophie put her career on hold for 3 years to be a stay-at-home mom. And the moment she went back to work, Joe complained about being left with the kids for 3 months. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.